Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Let's Get Creative. I'm Heidi, and I create programs for the Children's Discovery Museum. I create art programs that are generously supported by the City of San Jose's Cultural Affairs Grant. And I also would like to thank the City of San Jose today for their co-sponsorship of this broadcast. All right, so is everybody ready? This week, we'll be exploring art about nature and thinking about our earth, Mother Nature, the places that inspire us, and how to get creative with materials both from our recycling bin and then also from maybe a walk you take around the neighborhood. What today we're going to do is we're going to be making artwork about our favorite places. But first we're going to think about a little bit about what sound is, what kind of sounds we hear at our favorite places, and what you see. So do you have a favorite place outside that you really enjoy visiting that makes you feel happy or calm or maybe even excited? So I'll be showing you some of my favorite places, and we'll talk about the different sounds we hear and what we see. And then we'll get to be making our own artwork about our favorite place. So what you're going to need today are 2 pieces of white paper, 8.5 by 11, a marker, a pencil, different color markers if you want to use them, crayons. That's your choice. Okay? All right. So I have a question for you. Now, if lines could make sound, what do you think they'd sound like? Remember all these lines we drew a while back when we were making artwork about our hands? So this straight line, say if you were to hum a note. What about humming a note here with this zigzag line? And on and on. What about this curvy line? What about this curved line? What about this dotted line? All right. So, do you know what a sound is? So, sound is something that is made when something vibrates. So if I were to hit this table, there's a vibration that happens after my hand hits the table, and that creates a sound, right? So sound waves have highs and lows, and then, I don't know if you know this, but sound waves can also be recorded as lines. So I'm going to show you some examples of sound waves as lines. Let's take a look. So here are some simple drawings of sound waves. So you see how the lines represent different types of sound waves? At the top, you have loud sound waves. Do you see how that curvy line goes up and then down and up and down and up and down? And soft sound waves can look like something on the right, upper right. You see how they're the lines are don't have much of a dramatic curve as the loud ones. And then what about low sound waves? You see the difference between the low sound waves and the high sound waves on the right? there's more space in between the curves in the low sound wave line versus the high sound wave line. And then sound waves also can be simple, right? If it's just one sound, and then complex, when you hear maybe a lot of different sounds or sounds closer together, they make complex sound waves. So next, what you're going to need to do is have your white piece of paper and something to draw with. We're going to just practice thinking about sound as a line. So if I have just a sound that's pretty constant, something like a hum, and then la, la, and do 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 do. That's kind of an example. I'm thinking about how the sound equals a line, how we can draw that as a line. So what we're going to do next, we're going to look at some of my favorite places. I have videos of them with both sound and movement. And we're going to think about the sounds we hear. And I want you to practice on this piece of paper, thinking about the sounds that you hear. So if you hear a low sound, or maybe waves crashing, they're getting higher and louder, and then they go down, just like the waves come crashing in and out on the shore. So you're going to think about that. And you're just going to practice. You don't have to get this right. I just want you to think about the sounds that you're hearing in these videos. Are you ready? So you need your piece of paper, your practice paper, and your marker or pencil. All right, let's take a look. So did you enjoy listening and seeing some of my favorite places? There's a lot of water. I heard some birds, some kids laughing, and just beautiful, beautiful sounds that our earth makes if you just slow down and take a moment to listen and take it all in. So at the bottom of this paper, these are the lines I drew when I was listening to each video. What did you draw? Now you can do this. You know, you can be sitting outside or even inside your house and thinking about the different sounds you hear and thinking about how you can draw lines that kind of, copy those sounds or, draw along as you hear different sounds. Up if you hear a loud sound, maybe a more constant sound. Okay, so you're ready for this next step. What you're going to need is a white piece of paper, a marker or a pencil or a crayon. And what we're going to be doing are doing drawings about our favorite places. We're going to think about first what we see, and then we're going to think about what we hear. So your paper is going to have two different sections, two different areas. We're going to take just a simple line and draw it across your paper this way. You see that? So you have a lot more room up here for an actual drawing, and down below we'll be also thinking about sounds. So up here will be your drawing of your favorite place, and down here we'll think about the sounds we hear using those lines that we practice and those listening skills that we just use to draw lines when we're watching and listening to those videos. So tell me, what's your favorite place? What's your favorite place outside? What do you see? Do you see trees, people, water, anything else? Now I want you to close your eyes and think about this place, both what you see, but then also, what do you hear? Do you hear the leaves rustling in the wind? Do you hear children laughing? Do you hear water rushing, or slowly moving in and out, or crashing on the shore? What do you hear? When I close my eyes and I think about my favorite place, it puts me in a really good mood. One of my favorite places is the ocean. So you can open your eyes. And what you're going to first do is just do a drawing in this area, this top area of your paper, of your favorite place. So maybe they're trees. I'm just drawing very simple trees. Maybe there's water. I'm just continuing to draw trees because I'm thinking about my favorite park, actually. The one that I haven't been to in a while. So at this park, I see trees, I see people laughing and picnicking, kids playing on the playground, birds chirping. On a windy day, I hear the leaves and moving in the wind. There's even a dog park there. I hear dogs barking. And I just feel really happy and calm there. How about you? Why don't you take a couple minutes to draw some of the things you see in your favorite place? Okay? And then after you're done, we're going to start thinking about sound. Now, if you're not completely done with what you see, you can always go back to that later. I just want to go through this next part of it so you can start thinking about sounds and what they look like in line. So my favorite place, one of my favorite places among many, this park with trees. I hear children laughing. Down here, I'm going to draw that as a line. So, and then I also hear birds chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp. What about, I hear the wind blowing through the leaves. It's very subtle. What do you hear? All right. So what we're going to do next is you can take some time to think about the colors, maybe of your trees, whatever you drew. You're going to take some crayons, color pencils, markers, whatever you have around to fill in the color of what you see at your favorite place. And then second, you can even take crayons or markers or color pencils, and you can trace over those lines, those sound waves you drew. You can choose different colors for each if you like. And you can continue on and on until this entire drawing is filled with color. But maybe you just want a pencil drawing. That's fine too. So, this drawing of your favorite place, I hope that it'll help remind you of how your favorite place makes you feel and all those wonderful sounds you hear when maybe you can't go to your favorite place right now. So maybe you can put this on your wall somewhere. You can take it out maybe when you're having a difficult day, and you can look at it, maybe even close your eyes and again think about your favorite place, all the things you see and hear. You know, I always feel much better if I'm feeling, upset, or, maybe there's too many things on my mind. I just close my eyes and I think of my favorite place, all those sounds I hear. And oftentimes just looking even at a photo or watching a video I've made of my favorite place helps with that. So thank you for joining me today. And I hope that you'll share your creations with me of your favorite places down in the comments below. Or you can also share through Instagram at hashtag Purple Museum Creations or hashtag Virtual Purple Museum. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday when we're going to think about how leaves and different objects and things we find outside can actually be art materials. So I encourage you to take this time between now and then to collect some favorite things on your walk around the neighborhood, or maybe you already have a collection. Maybe you have a collection of really cool stones or shells. Maybe you've been collecting flowers. You can bring those to our session on Wednesday. And we're going to think about how to creatively use those to make a piece of artwork. Until then, I look forward to seeing you. And again, I hope you share your creations with me. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.